Hello Capricorn, Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the week ahead, my friends. Welcome to October. Thank you so much for clicking here. I do appreciate you. Look, it's already flannel season here in central Canada. I have been patiently waiting for the fall. It's about 60 degrees here today, which I think is around 12 or 13 degrees Celsius. But it is beautiful weather. I love this weather. I am a winter body is what I am. I don't mind the summer, but fall and winter are my fave. Okay, so I hope that wherever you are, that you're enjoying the weather. So we are here with some oracles. The reading that we're doing this week for the week ahead is going to be about what is the next big change that's coming for you, Capricorn, because we just had the solar eclipse today. And when eclipses show up, as you probably already know by now, is that things can change without notice. People will leave your life. You will leave people's lives. Things will change. Maybe your employment changes, but things are changing super quickly without your permission. So what is the next big change that is coming for Capricorn? And of course, it's probably always going to be more than one, but let's find out what's going on here. Many things I'm sure will change, but what's the next biggest change? We have the wise leader. You are a beacon for others. I feel like you're stepping into leadership as it shows up here in the week ahead. And for the month of October, I feel like you are a wise leader. And I feel like other people are going to see that about you. Look, you've been going through this incredible process of growing and healing over the last maybe 6 months or so, Capricorn. And I really love this. It feels like what the big change is now you're going to show yourself to the world as this wise leader. Because when we go through really hard things in our life, right, we learn lessons. And so I feel like you have lessons to share with people. We do have stepping into power. You are strong beyond measure. This to me reminds me of the Hermit energy. I think it actually showed up in Virgo's reading as well as being under the bottom of the deck. But we do have, it reminds me of the Hermit because the person is carrying a lamp, right? They're finding their light and they're in the dark. And you look, people are following them. So I feel like you are the wise leader, and you don't have to be perfect in order to be a leader. You just have to be the one who's willing to lead, whether, no matter if you're in the dark or not. Other people will follow you, but I feel like you don't even have to ask them. I feel like they're just going to follow you. What's the next big change coming for Capricorn, please? What's the next big change coming for Capricorn? We have purification. I feel like that's what you've been in. Like for the last 6 months or so, the last half of this year, I feel is all about purification. It reminds me of baptism, right? The rain is falling and you're being made clean. It almost feels like you've been through like a baptism by fire, like things that have maybe not been going great for you, Capricorn, but I feel like you're being cleansed for something bigger. We have the sunflower, right? And the sunflower always points to the sun. The sun is in your face. I'm going to say the sun is looking down on you. So I feel like you're ready to grow. This is going to be, I feel like the next big change in your life is you're going to be growing into some sort of leadership. Trust that you're on the right path. You know, when people were, you know, when they had to travel by ship, right? We've got a boat here, we've got the moon. They had to trust that where they were going was the right way. Of course, they had, you know, medieval instruments to tell them if they were in the right direction, but at some point they didn't. So they had to trust that they were on the right path, going in the right direction. Tell me what else we have for Cancer. Sorry, not Cancer, Capricorn. Ooh, maybe you're dealing with a Cancer. Tell me about Capricorn. We have emotions are running high. I think it's your emotions that are running high because I feel like you're feeling the pressure of, I feel being cleansed for sure. And this purification here is leading you to a new path. And so I feel like emotions are running high. The supermoon is here. When the supermoon is close to the earth, it throws more energy at the earth, and supermoons are closer to the earth than any of the other moons when they show up. So I think that we just got through a supermoon not long ago. We've got a time to give rather than to take, a new moon in Virgo. So I feel like I feel like when it says a time to give, it's time for you to give to the self. I feel like there's no way that you can be a wise leader in this purification with these emotions running high if you don't replenish the self. New moon in Virgo. Virgo's really hard on themselves sometimes. They are considered to be like a perfectionist. They have such an eye for detail, always going over the details, and sometimes it's hard to get out of that energy. So I feel like I'm supposed to tell you to be kind to yourself. All right. Let's look at some tarot. Capricorn, if you're interested in joining us in the membership area, we're starting to learn a little bit of tarot over there. We're also doing readings. We're doing lives. We're getting to know each other over there. So take a look in the pinned comment. You'll see the link there if you want to join us. Tell me about Capricorn, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about this wise leader. You are a beacon for others. Look, I feel like it's kind of like you're on fire. Like people can't look away because they see that you've achieved something that they want to achieve. And that's how you become the leader. I feel like you're not taking all of the opportunities that are arriving anymore. I feel like you're being really selective with who you spend your time and energy with. And I think it's really important for everybody to learn that. So although I think that you're not ignoring the blessings that are coming from the universe, you're not ignoring them. You're actually taking them and saying, no, I don't think so. I think I'm good where I am. I think you're happy where you are, because we do have 3 cups that are standing upright. It feels like you are happy where you are. Celebration is here. Things are growing. I feel like you're still growing, I want to say, but you're just being very picky with who you accept into your life now that you are this beacon for others. We do have the Page of Pentacles, which is the purification. It tells me that after things are made clean, something new is about to arrive, a new opportunity possibly, or possibly a new friend. We do see somebody here who is arriving, and somebody is ready to give them an opportunity or give them the pentacle. So it does feel like, it feels like wherever you are, everything's in bloom. I want to say you could be living in a place where you see a lot of sunflowers. They might be in your area, sunflower farmers possibly, or maybe you can travel somewhere to see them. I feel like they're really common this time of year, a lot of places. So I feel like you probably live around a place that's lush and green and is growing. And, you know, as we look at this, we can see that everything that's in the ground here, it's at the very beginning, right? These are very small plants. Some of them aren't flowered, but some of them are. It feels like something is ready to grow after this purification here. Tell me about emotions are running high. Why are emotions running high with Capricorn, please? Why are emotions running high with Capricorn? We do have the King of Wands, because I feel like it's almost like the universe is now inspiring you to move forward and talk with others. The King of Wands is somebody who never does anything unless they feel inspired to do so. And once the King of Wands is inspired to do so, they will not let anything come between them and the thing that they want. We do have the wand in the hand of the King of Wands here. So I feel like these are no longer just buds. I feel like they've grown a little bit bigger than the buds. I want to say he's holding a salamander, and the salamander is an indication that the universe is on your side. It's like protection from the universe, or the universe is protecting you. It does feel like somebody here is ready to set out on some sort of path or pursue something, and your emotions are running high because of it. Maybe you're feeling a little nervous stepping into this leader role. The King of Wands is a leader, does what they want when they want to do it, because that's what they do. They make their own decisions, they trust their intuition, and they move forward. So these cards here are not for next week, they're for the week ahead of that. So we are looking at the Knight of Pentacles and the Moon. So there is an opportunity that is traveling to you slow, and you don't see it coming. You might feel it coming, Capricorn, but you don't see it coming. I feel like it's not as it seems. When it shows up, you might not want it right away, but we'll clarify and find out what it is. We've got Cancer and Pisces energy here. We've got Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo energy. Tell me about this wise leader. I think it's really wise of you to be very selective with who you let in your life these days. And I think that's what the Four of Cups is telling me. You're not taking anybody at face value. Yeah, not at all. we've got the Queen of Swords. I love it. The Queen of Swords is here with the Four of Pentacles in the reverse and the Three of Swords in the reverse. Look, this tells me the story of a great warrior. That's what it feels like. So I feel like the Queen of Swords is someone who is so confident in the decisions that they make. They are willing to liberate themselves from any situation they need to that does not suit them. And I think that's what you're doing. That's why the person on the Four of Cups is pouring out the cup, noticing that the universe is offering the offering that the universe is giving, but you're saying, no, that's not quite right for me. And I feel like the Queen of Swords is the one who would speak up about that. So Capricorn, I feel like the Queen of Swords is you. It feels like you are ready to liberate yourself. This person has their boundaries, right? We have boundaries up here, but you'll notice that there is a butterfly at the top of her sword. So this person intends on being impactful with their words, and not to hurt or hinder, but just to make people understand, not to be aggressive, but to be assertive and very truthful and honest with the people around you. It's going to make some people not want to stay, because a lot of people, especially now in this day and age, are not dealing in honesty and truth. The Queen of Swords is somebody who is Libra. And so I feel like you have realized that the only way that you can stay in balance and make these decisions is by being vulnerable, allowing people into your life. She is holding up her sword, which is a boundary, right? And she's like, come on in. Yeah, come on in, but I'm going to make my decision as to whether I'm going to offer you my vulnerability or not. And that is a wise leader. You don't offer it just unconditionally to everybody. You make sure that you ask questions, find things out, be very honest. Do we know each other? Or do we want to get to know each other? We've got the Three of Swords in the reverse, and I feel like the only reason you're able to step into this wise leader role is because you've been hurt in the past and you've come through it. And I really love that. So we have the Page of Pentacles and Purification. It feels like Purification tells me something is becoming brand new. And I feel like you have a brand new friend on the way. I want to say that you're going to be, I don't know if it's a bestie or somebody who I feel that could use a hand up possibly, but somebody who I feel is going to offer you some sort of an opportunity. It might be this opportunity. Tell me about this. We've got the King of Cups. We've got the Five of Swords. Hang on. Things are flipping about. There we go. They want to flip, I'll let them flip. And we've got the Three of Cups. I love it. So look, I feel like with the King of Cups energy here, I feel like you are a person who is of tough love. When I see the King of Cups, that is Scorpio energy. It always reminds me of Gordon Ramsay, who is a Scorpio sun. But the Scorpio, of course, Pisces and Cancer, because we are in a general reading. But whenever I see the King of Cups, it reminds me that that this person will not be taken advantage of. This person is somebody who sees the they see the potential in everybody, and that can be a problem, right? Because when you see the potential in everybody as a psychic kind of energy, which I think you have, is that you tend to fall in love with the potential of people. But I feel like the Five of Swords is here to kind of save your butt. Like I feel like that you are a person who is of tough love, that you can see the potential in everyone. But I feel like this Five of Swords is something that you're just not tolerating anymore. That you have cleaned yourself. You are clean. You have purification here, and I feel that you've also bloomed, I want to say, and you're not allowing anybody to step all over that. The Five of Swords tells me that if there are people in your life who provide nothing but conflict, drama, distress, disagreement, battles, personal egoic things, that you're not about it. I feel like you're going to give that person tough love and say, look, you need to snap in line, or we're not going to be able to be friends. The Page of Pentacles tells me that you are only allowing specific people to meet with you face to face. I feel like that you are giving people an opportunity to do that, but I feel like you're being a lot of tough love here, and you're not going to take anything from people who just don't see things with you eye to eye. When people don't see things eye to eye with you, that's your indication to move the other way. They're not on your vibration. They are not somebody that you need in your life you don't need anybody creating angst, right? So we do have the Three of Cups. I feel like this is a time of celebration for you. The week ahead is going to be the celebration of I've had a realization or a breakthrough. That's kind of what the sunflower tells me, that it's like, boom, it opened all of a sudden, and all of a sudden the rain comes pouring in and the purification begins. So it does feel like that. I feel like you're very much in charge of you. We've got the Queen of Swords and the King of Cups, who are both leadership energies, and the King of Wands, and that's what you are. You're a combination of all of those to be this wise leader. So emotions are running high because I feel that you're holding yourself back, but you want to pursue something. Tell me what this is. The King of Wands. We have the Tower. We have the Page of Swords. You know what happens when you're holding back, but you're feeling like you want to pursue something, you want to go, but you're procrastinating or holding back for whatever reason. That's when the Tower will show up and say, it's time to go. What the Tower does is it brings to the ground all of the illusions you had built about yourself. Now, before you became the wise leader, you were in all of this hardship, right? Things that were trying to kill you only made you stronger, and everybody kept throwing stuff at you and you kept handling it, right? And I feel like now that this is done, now that this hard cycle is done for you, the Tower is here to throw everything to the ground and say, look, it's time for you to learn the next phase. And I feel like that's why your energy is running high, or emotions are running high, because you're going through towers. And the Towers are removing the things you never needed, but maybe some of those things you wished you could keep. And so I feel like this is a time of learning for you, because the Page of Swords is the one who's observant. This is the student, right? This is a person who is watching and learning. We do have the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. Look, you could be letting go of longtime friendships, and I feel like that's the next part of the next big change. A leader is a leader because they don't care who's following. This person just does what they're going to do, and if people want to follow, people can follow, right? You're not going to ask them to follow. We can see people following this person even though they're in the dark, and so they have trust that that person is leading them to the right place. So I feel like the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse is telling me, you don't care if it's family, you don't care if I've known you for 10 years, I don't really care, that we are going to take care of this right now. We are going to figure out whether you are supposed to be in my life or not, and that means that a lot of emotions are going to be running high here. All right, so I feel that the Tower's here to get your butt on the road, because you're the King of Wands energy. So I think the King of Wands energy is telling me it's time to go. It's time to push forward. It's time to go pursue whatever it is that you want. And the Towers that you're going through are for your learning, because it's teaching you that you never needed what was back there, and it's destroying it all so you can't go back. It's a place where you can't go back to. So then we have this energy here, which is not the week ahead, it's the week after that. It's the third week. And so we have something that's slowly arriving that you feel, but you cannot see. It's something being hidden from you here. So we do have the 6 of Cups, and it tells me that possibly soulmate energy, soulmate friend, possibly soulmate love. Take it as it resonates for you. We do have the Magician. Oh, you've been calling in a soulmate. I feel like you now know your worth. I love this reading for you. You now know your worth. The Magician knows that they have all the tools. They know that whatever they have in the dream state, that they can bring it to the earth. Whatever, as so above, so below. And so I feel like whatever's in the 5D, you're bringing it into the 3D. You do have the tools to do that. It's taking a long time, but I feel like whatever it is going to feel like home, or it is a soulmate of some sort here. We do have the Judgment card. It could be somebody that you already know that's coming back round again. Take it as it resonates for you. But there is an opportunity to make some sort of really big decision to use all of your tools, bring something from the 5D to the 3D, and I feel like we are talking about soulmate connection, or something from a past life, or you're feeling nostalgic about whatever is in the dream state that you're bringing, whatever you've been manifesting, I think is about to show up. And that's what this feeling is here. It's I feel like this is why we're in the midst of this moon and the King of Wands energy, because the King of Wands is like, I gotta go. But the moon energy is, where the hell are you going? You don't know what's coming up. It's that sort of hurry up and wait kind of energy. That's what it feels like here. Bottom of the deck. Oh, I love it. Look at you. You are the leader. You're in charge. I love that. High Priestess, because your intuitive energy is right on point, and you've now got your stability and happiness, and you're no longer going to be breadcrumbed. You're no longer, the Emperor would never allow themselves to be breadcrumbed, feminine or masculine. And I feel like that's who you are right now. I feel like you are the Emperor. Everything in your life, you've taken control of it, and you're like, if you all don't like it, I don't really care. I'm doing what me, and I'm going to go my way. If you want to follow, you go ahead and follow. And if you don't, I'll do it on my own. I think that's what's coming up for you. So the next big change for you, I think, is a few things. You're stepping into some sort of wise leader role. There is some happiness and celebration coming as you make these decisions about giving people tough love who really just weren't treating you right. I feel like there's big change coming because the Tower is here, and I feel like it's here to teach you lessons about who is friend and who is foe. Yeah. All right. I'm going to leave it right here. Thank you so much for being here and watching, Capricorn. I do appreciate you. I'm going to go, but I'll be back because I'm always back. Love you guys. Bye-bye.